Welcome guys to Radioactive Sound Studios Lab. Finally got everything all bussed in and got the microphones all wired up, so I pretty much stayed up all last night putting things all together and getting everything all wired in for as the second station. I do have the Argosy rack already mounted under the console. I added a second digital mixer, so I have 32 channels going out into 64 channels. And then I got some VCA channels going back out to also that I normally have for tracking guitars and doing a whole band, and I also do have virtual channels too also. So altogether I got 32 plus 64 channels, which is not bad. So I'm gonna give y'all guys a quick tutorial of how I wired up and how I have everything going on. So I added a different monitor station, so I do my movies too also, along with the undercarriage rack, which I'll get to in a second. So those 8 channels right here that you see right there go into this snake right here, and they're going all the way out back into this group right here, back into my Antelope audio interface. Guys, the track that you're hearing in the background is from my Uncharted Ruins EP. It's called Dub Fantasy. Sounds amazing. I just bounced that track out a few minutes ago, so I mastered and done, and got another channel session already ready to go for another 8 channels. That's why you see this is already standing up waiting. Not a bad job. So I have the first bank going out 8 back into my interface. I have the Nectar P6 already going out. That's the master channel right there. That console that you see on the side right there, like I said, I do my guitar stuff and I actually run that back into the console, and I've been recording with that Boss BR8 for years. It's my go-to when it comes to recording. I added 2 other monitors, 2 on the second side and the third side, so that way it'll look pretty badass. But these are the channels that we already have already, so I'm ready to start lining those up with that snake. But we have the 8 right here going all the way out. So let's take a look at the what kind of mic preamps they're going into. So I just want to come at y'all guys with a little quick tutorial of my setup. Alright guys, so this is the rack, under the carriage rack. I got already set up. Down below we have the 166 DBX, 1066 DBX, Lisa's 3630. Chameleon Labs 7721 stereo VCA bus compressor, 7603 Chameleon Labs microphone preamp, and we have another power conditioner. Both of them are doing 30 amps apiece, so I have 60 amps of total power coming in. 3630 on the opposite side, and she's already bussed and wired in. Let's go and check out the subwoofer location, because I actually moved her, because I normally keep her on this side, so I actually moved the subwoofer location. Alright, so this is where the new subwoofer location is, and she's doing a pretty good job. I have to pretty much get used to the sub all the way on the opposite side. Look, I even know the difference when I actually moved it. I can tell that the sub was out of my listening zone, so I had to pretty much get used to mixing with the sub all the way on the other side. Plus I had no choice, because I couldn't keep it in the front where I normally have it, because I got this big cart sitting in front of me with a bunch of mic preamps. So so far I'm getting used to it, already set up this way, and it's not a bad deal. So I got everything all wired in. It's not a bad wiring job. Got everything all gauged in. I got the main power all the way around going into the wall. Got everything all set up. And I don't know if y'all guys can see that, apologize by the darkness guys, but everything is all wired in properly, and it's all neat, and the subwoofer is located nicely. So I got the PG48s already set up and lined up already set up. So I'm gonna give y'all guys a little quick tutorial of the overall lab. Doesn't look bad. So I did some other wiring too also, and like I said, I added additional monitors on the opposite side, and I ended up adding a whole entire data rack up against the wall all the way to the top, and I added isolators all the way to the top, so that way if the bass gets trapped in the corner, it'll get isolated. And I did the same for the opposite corner too also. There's bass traps there. So did a pretty good job of getting everything all tightened in. So I just got to kind of just get everything else put in, like far as the boxes and things like that. So let's take a look at some of the other gear. Also, guys, I got my media cabinets already up to also, which is pretty cool. Got everything all dolled up and looking pretty good. And I added isolators for the background for right now. So that way if the sound does go this way, it can kind of get trapped over in this corner too also. Got the PG-48s, which are my favorites. And those are some badass microphones. And I did a lot of shows with this microphone, and I got paid a lot of dollars to do it. These microphones are totally badass. Guys, if y'all get a chance, you guys got to check these out. And you got to get your guys a pair. Hell, get 7 of them, get 10 of them. These things are totally awesome. And they sound fucking amazing. When they mean performance, they really mean this. I got a lot of likes and jobs because of this microphone. And it's so badass too. I have 6 of them total. So I have put the rest of them away already. I have the rest already set out. So those are the ones that I have already set up. So this one right here at the bottom is the Chameleon Lab 7721 stereo VCA bus compressor, which is already installed. The one in the back is the 7603 microphone preamp by Chameleon Labs, which is also already set up. And moving over here, these are the headphones I normally monitor with. These are some bad headphones. I've been using these headphones for about 17 years. And these headphones are totally badass. And I monitor with these, I track with these, I record with these. These are my ultimate go-to microphone. My ultimate go-to headphones. And they can take a lot of power to push them. And they also close back, which is what you need. And I also have these on some of my vocalists when they come in the studio. I put them on them because of the isolation. Those are some of the badass stuff that you ever want to see in your life. Also, the Loudon RDL Series LA320, which is another one of my badass microphones. I do everything with this microphone. I put it on just about everybody that comes in and record. This is my go-to microphone. Next up, other than this microphone, I have a Peloso P12. I also have a Telefunken TF51, which is also under the Courage, along with the rest of the stuff, the Stedman filters and the interface and some iMac stuff. I had to bring out all that next. So I'm going to have to do another video because I'm about to create another station on the other side as soon as I get all these boxes out of here. But the LA320 Series Black is my ultimate microphone. Y'all guys check out my channel. I did a review on this microphone on my channel, so y'all guys check that review out. Down below we have the Panorama P6 by Nectar, which is another one of my favorite controllers that I usually use for my DAW. And this is my go-to controller. I got a lot of likes and reviews on this. Y'all guys, thank y'all for y'all reviews. And it was totally badass, and I enjoyed every like and comment and feedback that I got off of this controller because it deserves respect. It is really ultimate for real. I've been using this controller now for several years, and like I said, I haven't had any problems, period. So I don't know what everybody else is talking about. You got a lot of people that hate against stuff, but this is the baddest controller in the market, and I stand behind that. This is why everybody coming to me for mastering and all that kind of good shit, because they like their track arrangement, because this thing does everything. And you have total control over your DAW. This is what this is. And it also interfaces with the Reason software, which is what I had it for. Y'all guys check out my review. And I have to get all this already tightened up already, this particular gear. And all the cables that I use are paid cog only, tow grade, and whether doing shows or doing studio or live rigs, this is all I use, pig hog. My whole entire studio is wired with nothing but pig hog. And I have to get that patch bay already in on the opposite side. And these two maximizers normally go into my sidecar rack, but I have other ones that I also put in. I also do subscribe to Front of House magazine, so I can stay abreast on tours and stuff like that, and what's hot and what gear is going on. And then once I find out something's going on, I call Sweetwater up and have it ordered out. So I have to get these cables already patched in. They're already ready to go to be patched in. Then I also had the rack bags already packed up too also, so they're already done in. The first one are my effects racks, Lexicon effects, and the second one are compressors and compressors and preamps. I normally take that out for a show. So we have a 10 space, we have a 10 space, and we have an 8 space. And like I said, I added isolators to the back, along with my massive Night of the Living Dead poster, which I'm proud of. So I also do movies and everything too. Also, I'm trying to work out of this one room. And these are the 2 isolators that I do have in the background, which is pretty cool. So I added more shelves of media as you go along, so which is pretty cool too also. And I gotta get these already put into also. Get those boxes already put away to also. The HS8 subwoofer and HS8 top monitors. I had everything already put away, so I just gotta move the boxes over to the corner. And like I said, guys, these are the PG48, so this is what the other console station looks like. Not a bad job getting everything wired in. Apologize about the shakiness, guys, but I'm trying to stay in focus. So we have those PG48s already lined up. The first one's on channel 1, second one's on channel 3, and the third one's on channel 4. I was just doing a mic comparison test to moving the mics around the room to see how well they sound. Those mics sound good anyway, so it's like whatever. So I think next up I'm gonna have to plug up the LA320 and the TF51 along with the P12 Peloso, and I actually set up a recording booth, which is my next step. So we got everything all wired in. Everything looks totally badass. Like I said, it's my track playing in the background. It's called Dub Fantasy off of my Uncharted Ruins EP. And all the key arrangements, everything was played with this one controller. I got a lot of likes on that track too also. Actually, I did a wheel, and I got massive likes on it. And I showed 3 parts of it. The arrangement part, me just playing the structure keys, and then the actual bass mix. And it was totally ridiculous. And with this controller, it was kind of funny because I had the track done in less than 30 minutes. That's how crazy it was. And it's coming back to that aux channel, which feeds back out to that compressor down here. So if y'all guys see, that's why I saved this part for last. This is how you route out to that compressor. So the 1066 is on subgroups 1 and 2, pan left to the right. So this would be A and this would be B. So what you do is you turn that on, and then what you're gonna do over here, you're gonna press the first button 1 and 2. That sends it out to the bottom compressor. Now you'll see it move when I press it. You see it move now? So now it's sent out to that. And on and on and on and on. You just go all the way down until you get set up. So I have to do now out to the analog audio. And then like I said, this side is for my movie editing and stuff like that. So I normally have that already set up, so that way I can just pop in under the bottom carriage. I did add 2 Phantom Blu-rays, which is pretty cool. And I can spit it back out and dub and do anything I need to do with this entire session. And like I said, it's 8 going back out, and then all the way across the board. You see here, I have these channels already set out already. So I do massive tracks in here. That's all I do is record. And I'm pretty much good at what I do. I've been recording for years. And this device is just as old as I am. I had this thing since I was in the 12th grade, I believe. And this thing still does its job. That's why I keep it, and she still records like a motherfucker, and she will do her job continuously. And right now she's fully loaded. I even have virtual tracks already stacked out already. And if you go all the way across, all you do is you do that and go all the way across. You can see at the top, all these are full. I stack virtual tracks on top of each other, and they're all ready to go. And I'm gonna spit them out back into the console, so that output is coming back to here on auxiliary 2, and I can send it out to any other compressor or maximizer or preamp that I need to have. And then on the second station, I had set up an entire Dolby DTS 7.1 station, and I even have it working VHS because I do master off of that too also. Actually, I took it to the club one time and I sent audio through it right to the mixer, and I made this 8-hour mix with that VCR, and it was crazy because she's still working to this day. And then I have another mastering VCR that I normally use back out to make masters and also some good stuff, along with accompanied by the second subwoofer for this particular side. Rounded the pads off, added some more lighting, and second monitors going all the way across. So guys, this is a quick tutorial of my setup, and I hope y'all guys like what I do and leave me some support. And this is just an overall finished review of me just get everything all patched in. Like I said, I'm proud of what I did because it does really look good, and the lighting is awesome too also. And I have everything on remote control, so I can control all the lighting with the remote control. This entire console I can control with my iPad, so I can actually lay in my bed and control the whole entire console. It's kind of useful too, because also when you're in the mix and it's late at night, you're doing mastering sessions, hell, I can go in the bed and just sit there and listen to my tracks and make sure everything's leveled off pretty good. And you see the levels over there, that's the outgoing level, PFL, on this side right here, for the track that you're listening to now. So that track is halfway up, so it's around -10. And she spit out the way she needs to be put out, and she sounds pretty good. This track, I love that track, man. That track sounds bad. God, that piano background was just amazing, man. This Nectar don't play. That bitch does it all, I'm trying to tell you. Shit. You gotta be dumb as hell if you don't got a Nectar. Shit. So, alright, so moving on, guys. So thank y'all guys for checking me out. And I just want to come at y'all guys for a little bit of a sessions tour. And I'm showing y'all what I'm trying to do. I gotta get this room and all set up and get all this stuff put away and get all this gear put up. And like I said, everything is all pretty much ready to go. And everything's all patched in. My media is already up because I also do have a media channel. Check out my channel, Tar from the Basement. And on this channel, YouTube, check it out at Popcorn and Gore Gothic Grindhouse. If y'all guys are into 70s and 80s, check out my reviews. So I gotta get all this stuff moved over and done out pretty good. So yeah, thank y'all guys for checking me out. And this will be the final session. So don't forget, guys, click that like button and subscribe. This has been a brief overall tour of what I got patched in so far, and I'm pretty proud of my system. And sounds totally amazing, especially with the second edition of the monitor spaced out and with the subwoofer moved around. It really does sound full. And I do have that subwoofer on an isolator, isolated from the floor. And I also do have it with bass traps behind it. I can even hear the difference all the way in this corner. I'm in the left-hand corner, the subwoofer's on the right-hand corner. And the sound is staying right around where my chair is. This chair right here. Because at first it was bouncing off all the walls, but now it's staying where it needs to be. In the background, Dub Fantasy off of my Uncharted Ruins EP, track 6. It's beautifully done. thank y'all guys for checking me out, and I'll see y'all on the next installation. And don't forget, click that like button and leave me some good positive comments. And got tons of gear. I just got to put everything in. So thank y'all guys for checking me out, and see y'all on the next studio tour. Peace.